To be short, I don't want to be cliche, but it goes back down to the basics, right? It's really about calling your clients, your database, making minimum 5 calls, right? We don't have to do 50, 100 or whatever, but those 5 calls have to be very intentional. It could be sliding into someone's DM. That's a touch. It's still considered a touch. So this week I was able to just capture a listing where poor family, they've gone through the cycle of having realtors work for them, and they're like, and then I looked and we had sat down with the listing presentation, and I went through my listings presentation. I said, this is what we do. Come to my listing. I'll show you. What do? We stage it, this and this. And they're like, oh my gosh, they did none of that for us. And that's the reason why their house sat during a hot market for 3 months and didn't sell. And I looked at that, I was like, oh my gosh. So those are about it, making those connections.
Wait, Donna, let me ask you a question. You said you had the new potential sellers come to a house that you already have on the market to see how well you've done your marketing and prep?
Yep, that's what they do. That's what they do. They're coming through, and they're neighbors in the area, and you can, we door knock and introduce ourselves. Julie has a fire game. I have to commend Julie. This is where about team collabs come to play. It doesn't matter if you're new, you're older, we're all a team, and we reach out to each other for help. I think you saw my post, right? It's about, asking for help. It's like turning on a flashlight where it's dark, right? You need guidance, ask for help. Don't be shy about it. It's nothing personal. We all learn from each other. The more we see each other succeed, the more we're all doing as a team collab. So at the end of the day, George and I had a conversation as well too. And when we're making those phone calls, it's all about intentional, being purposeful, and hearing about their wants and needs. Take the I out of it. There's no I in team. There's no I in realtor. There's none of that, right? So listen to what their needs are. Now we have to focus. I have a seller as well too that we're prepping. They don't have the funds or whatnot to make it as pristine to capture that market to get the highest amount of dollars. Well, guess what? I've got solutions for you. This is what we do, right? So at the end of the day, people that know close to me, the beginning of the year, I had some personal issues. So kind of like it knocked me off of my track. But now that I'm back on track and focused, man, you can see it'll, when you see that pathway and get back onto it, it comes out tenfold. So like I said, you guys, I see everybody out there crushing it hard and commend you for doing that as well too. Like I said, when we have a listing, use it for promos, drop in, take videos of it, share. I don't mind. It's more exposure for my clients, but make sure, as new agents, some may not know, just note that, the listing may be whoever. If you go into someone else's, make sure you check the MLS. If it says no photos or whatever, make sure you abide by that, because you don't want to be in violation of that as well too. But it's out there. They want more exposure for their listings, but give them the credit. Say this was with the Compass agent or whatever, listed by that. But other than that, go out there and get it. It's going to be the best quarter at the end of the year for sure. So good job.